Hey guys, Eddie Hilaire here, come at you today with a much anticipated and requested deck profile. It is my very own. I did not want to put this out at all, but let me fix the leader here real quick. My very lovely, spicy favorite, red Gogeta BR. Yeah, boys and girls. So essentially, this leader, where it came from. So I was playing Broly. Everyone knows, like I was playing that Broly swap line for like the longest. So when Bardock got hit, I'm like, it's still broken. We still have Victory Strike, which is still a win con. I could still win when you're at 8 life to my 1. It doesn't matter. So I'm like, okay, cool. Broly is still technically the best deck because Victory Strike is still legal. So I'm sitting here thinking, what in the world could possibly just get around Victor Strikes? I wanted to, the reason why I played Broly, I wanted it to become the meta, especially when Marcel jumped on it and then he was playing the variant of the Roshi Shin. I'm like, alright, cool. 2 well-known guys from Florida are playing Broly Victory Strike line. Surely people are going to see it and say, damn, this has to be the best. So when we're in the finals of that, this tournament of the Jacksonville, it was a Southeast tournament. It was me and him in the finals, and we're playing the same deck. Like, this is perfect. Now I finally get to show off my favorite deck, which is actually the red Son Goku Vegeta leader. Transform into red Gogeta. So, the story behind this, I was so happy to go to anime next. That's why I hit up Marcel. I'm like, hey man, let's go play Team Wars. He's like, no, tournament's next. I'm like, broski, we have, because the night before, we played at Prodigy, and then we got our regional invites. So we're good. Like, broski, listen, I got some spice, and we're guaranteed to go ahead and get the Nats finals, like the invites. And he was like, whatever, man, let's just do it. So he went, and I got Ethan to go tag along with us. And the real reason why I want to do it is I wanted to be the first person to show off the demonstration, like the powerhouse they call the red Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta Fusion Perfected. So let's get into deck profile, guys. Let me give it a step-by-step to explain it. So we're going to start off with the leader. The leader is Son Goku and Vegeta. The reason why I love this leader, it's a self-awakening leader, and it allows you to cycle through so much cards while maintaining hand advantage. So I'm not gonna lie, this matchup, like the matchups for this are insanely easy. Your hardest time is against Green Broly BR, because Green Broly BR, you can't really use this leader ability to its maximum efficiency, which is I pitch one, either Son Goku or Vegeta from my hand to the drop, draw 2, and then I have an option of taking 1 life and adding it to my hand. So the reason why I hate going against the Green Broly BR, first of all, if you don't go first, it's like damn near impossible to win. Like, you have to. I'm going to show you my hands, mulligan for your after images to survive and get to turn 4. It's necessary. But once you get to turn 4, Green Broly cannot beat you. I'm going to show you why in a second. So, going back to the leader, on the Awaken side, the part that I love about this is more, it has an activate battle. So I'm not going to read it verbatim, I'm going to summarize it for you. Activate battle, so this is after counter. So you attack, they say no counters, then you activate battle. Is going to be, I get to pitch any red card from my hand to the drop area. This card gains 5k additional attack power and gains double strike. Not only that, your opponent can activate counters that are 2 or higher. So Mafubas are pretty much null and void, because Mafubas will stop your boss monster. So thank you, Bandai, for recognizing that and say, hey man, like, no, you're not going to use it anymore. So this is pretty much the game winner in your leader. So let's actually get into the deck profile itself. So to start things off, I play the 2 Achilles Zone. Like, you need this. You 100% need this to going into your win con on turn 4 when you're going against Cold Bloodlust leaders. Once you drop this on Cold Bloodlust leader going into your turn 4, the game's over. Like, they really can't do anything. Cold Bloodlust is no more. Next 4 cards going into, it's going to be 4 after images. These are the only counters I run in this deck, and the reason being is because I have so much combo power in my hand, which I'm going to show you later on in the deck. When I play my guys, they go from the field back to my hand, so it maintains hand advantage. I don't need is that all you've got? I don't have any of that good stuff. I'm not gonna show you my side deck, but I'll give you here some like free chicken here, guys. I have 4. Let me see where they at. 4, is that all you got, are in my sideboard, and the only time those come in, I actually against Kid Cook, because that makes that matchup so much more easier. Another reason why I decided to play these as my only counter cards is because it allows me to take a life while tapping out. Like, it's sparkling, essentially. So, the reason being is you want to have the maximum energy efficiency during your turn, meaning you want to be able to play all your 1-drops every single turn to keep adding just cards to your hand. You want the maximum hand size. You want to maximize the most you can get out of your energy in your deck itself. So after image 2, like, no one's really going to out combo you. Like, the only game I lost in this during, I think, the team tournament was literally, I think it was, he's from Ellipsis. And the reason being is because he restood Mirror. He attacked on Mirror, like, he attacked whatever, dropped his whole hand. I'm like, damn, there's no way this guy has a Mirror. Then he dropped the Mirror. The Mirror was like over 100k. He swung with it. Obviously, he couldn't combo anymore because he comboed everything else. I out-comboed it. But, unfortunately for me, he didn't use the Broly ability yet. So he restood Broly, and he swung again. Even with after images, it wasn't enough. That's how big and combo size this deck can get. That's why I really, really enjoyed this deck. So, 4 after images are necessary. Even if they're battering it, trust me, they're still going to have a hell of a time out comboing you. So, 4 is where I got it. Next 4 cards I play are going to be my 4 1-drop Gokus. So the 4 1-drop Gokus, all they do is you play it, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, up to the top 3 cards of your deck, and add either 1 Veku or 1 Vegeta from your top 3 that you looked at to your hand. So once again, guys, this is just like the Sun Goten that was banned, the BCC promo. Do not be greedy and take all 3 cards from the top of your deck and look. Literally, I have a gameplay video when I played against Marcel. If you really like this deck, I highly recommend that you go finish watching that, because I show you how to efficiently use this 1-drop Son Goku. So, if you use 1-drop Son Goku, right? Let's say this is my deck. Pick your cards up one at a time. In this game, just because when it says up to, if it says up to 3, I don't have to declare to my opponent how many cards I'm going to look at. I can literally just pick up the first card. It's a Champa. All right, cool. Pick up the second card. It's a Champa. But let's say the second card is a Vegeta. The first card I put could go right to the bottom of the deck, and the Vegeta I could pick up. I do not need to pick up that third card. Another example, if I'm using this, right, and the first card I pick is a Vegeta, I can literally just bring it to my hand without looking at the other 2 cards. So please, please, please use it efficiently, because putting cards at the bottom of your deck, especially like things like Champa, which I already run the 2 of in his deck, it's a little hint. Once they're at the bottom, it's going to be hard for you to cycle through your deck unless you play the 2-drop. And the 2-drop is really neg because you got to pitch off from hand, but I'm going to get into that later on in the deck profile. So please, 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 one at a time, guys, until you find a Vegeta or Veku. Pick the first one you get. Trust me, you will see all your cards through your leader ability. You don't want to keep putting super combos, your after images, or your Champas to the bottom of the deck. That will destroy you. That's the biggest mistake I see people do when they play this deck. So 4 the 1-drop Gokus. The next 4 cards I play are going to be 4 of the 4-drop Vegetas. Vegeta is the same exact thing as a Goku, but the only difference is you look at up to the top 3, and now you either grab a Veku or you grab a Goku from those top 3. It's the same exact thing, guys. I'm not going to explain it again, but please, please, please pick them up one at a time and grab either the first Veku or the first Goku you see to not throw off your deck consistency. Trust me, guys. Unless you're specifically looking, there's times, like let's say my opponent's on 1 life and they're tapped, so I know they can't negate or sparkling because they're tapped, and I'll go to the top 3, but I'll give you that example later, because the reason I do it is specifically for one reason only. The next 4 cards I play are going to be the 4 2-drop Gokus. These guys are literally just energy and combo fighter, and use for your ability to pitch from your hand to the drop to draw 2. These guys are only essential if you cannot find your Gogeta pieces. Like, speaking of the 6-drop and 8-drop, which I'll get to later on in the deck, the reason why I do not like playing these cards is because when you play these, you tap 2 to look at what the top 5 cards of your deck, to add a Vegeta or a Gogeta, but then after you do that, you have to pitch one card from your hand to the drop. And me, that's too fair. I don't like playing a fair game. I like playing broken games where I just net advantage for anything. Like those kind of cards is what wins you the game. So this is really necessary. Like I said, guys, I just use it for two things: either energy or to send to the drop to draw two, or combo. Three things realistically. Next four cards I use are going to be 4 of the 2 drop Vegetas. Now, these come into play more often than in Goku's because these Crisis Crusher will pretty much destroy you. Because Crisis Crusher says you can't attack with 1-drops, point blank period. You'll never get that second effect to pop one of your 1-drops because all of these Gokus and Vegetas, at the end of your turn, they bounce back from the board into your hand. So you will always be safe, and that's when I say you'll always have infinite combo power. So this guy sees a lot more play, significantly more play than Goku, especially when coming after seeing like the Crisis Crushers on board. Especially if they're main deck it, this is your out to Crisis Crusher. Literally just minus 5k and can proceed to Dougie on them, man. Like this is the same thing as Goku. They get up to the top 5, you search either a Goku or a Gogeta. After you do that, you pitch a red card, or you just pitch a card from your hand to the drop. Like, that's why I don't like doing it. It's, to me, that's not getting advantage. That's just, like, being fair. I don't like to be fair. I like to be broken and to win games. The next 2 cards I play are going to be 3 2-drop Gokus. So these, it's pretty much, like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. These guys are specifically used. I have to even read their abilities because I really don't know. I know he does something where he goes to 20. He gains 20 in main, but his on-play effect is look at the top 7 cards, add 1 red Vegeta BR, and play it in rest mode. I mean, it's cool and all to play a 1-drop, but like to go ahead and search and then I guess you get another additional 5k. But to me, that's not worth tapping 3 energy. Realistically, it's never worth playing. Point blank, period. It's just me balancing the scales between my Goku and Vegeta. I want an equal number. So when I get a Goku or Gogeta, I don't want to be searching for a Goku. No, I just want an equal number so I can control what I pitch. I'm not pitching all my Gokus to the drop with my leader. No, I'm pitching a Goku, then a Vegeta, then a Goku or Vegeta, or vice versa. Like if you say your hand, okay, your hand is all Gokus and Vegeta, you charge one Goku, you pitch a Vegeta. Literally keep balancing your scales. Don't keep overloading on one card because your favorite character. You guys all know I prefer Vegeta over Goku. But with that being said, I'm not going to keep my hand full of Vegetas because you will lose the game. The next 2 cards are going to be the 2 3-drop Vegetas. So these, like I said, see more played in the Goku in certain scenarios. And those certain scenarios are going to be against the Gogeta Blue BR. Because when the Vegeta comes on board, this guy comes on and subtracts 10k from it. So you subtract 10k from it, it's not considered KO. It's considered just place from the battle area to the drop. So that the Ramp Veku, it doesn't get its ability to take the top 2 from your deck and place an energy because it goes to the drop. So that is really good in this opinion because, like I said, all of these bounce back from battle area to your hand. So that's why I play these.